Hey everyone, Sierra here. Now before I get too deep into the season, I want to first introduce the crew to you. Now every fishery and every fishing boat operates a little different. In this case, we're talking about salmon seining. Typically on these boats you have 4 to 5 people. In our case, we had 5. We had the captain, we had 2 deckhands, including an engineer, we had a skiff woman, and we had a cook.
That old yacht, you have a 24-footer, put in and tow.
Now, if there is one thing that my dad knows, it is fishing. Yes, that would be my dad in the captain's seat and me in the little 24-foot yacht, as he would refer to it as. Okay, so my dad and I don't always see eye to eye on everything.
Well, then why are you sitting right here?
Well, I was trying to hold for him, but then, you know.
And more often than not, I'm usually trying to throw in my 2 cents and sway him a different direction.
Then we lost him.
There's a bunch still coming.
Yeah, I know. Relax. I'm looking at it. If I get the net in there, then it's easy. You missed that part.
No, Dad.
Did you back it off? I'm asking a question.
If you mean by backing it up, moving it down, yes. I can't take off my stuff because any minute my dad's gonna call me.
About 5 minutes here.
Did you get in the skiff? You're supposed to be fishing. We're making money.
I know, Dad, but...
When you're stuck on a boat together, you start to pick up strange tendencies from one another. Like the embarrassing father-daughter similarities that eventually come out. Yeah, so that would be sign language for hurry up. Okay, so since fishing isn't the most glamorous job out there, it's a luxury to be equipped with a fashion coordinator. Lucky us, we had one. Meet my little sister, Memry. Sound familiar? Memry Ann? That's the one. Now, while Memry's job was to pull on the web, do deck chores, take orders from the boss, she also found time in between sets to be sure and get her beauty sleep. And also, at the end of the day, wipe those scales clean from her clothes. Who wants to be smelling and looking like a fish every day?
Why do you go put it on the net? Fishing, smell to it.
So alongside our fashionista, we had Glenn, our engineer. He was the guy behind the scenes who pretty much kept the boat running and did all that and more. Because proper boat maintenance is what keeps you catching fish. If you miss a day of fishing because of boat problems, it can cost you in the thousands. Not worth the risk.
Glenn, what are you working on?
This. It's a relay for a condenser pump that did a little saltwater damage in Sitka.
Okay, so every boat needs a cook, right? And typically you have the deckhand and a cook as one. In our case, we had a full-time mom aboard. Yep, that would be my mother, and she served the role not only of running the hydraulics and cooking for us, but also keeping things squeaky clean, because you can only imagine how messy a boat can get when you have 5 people living in it 24/7.
That's what I said to clean, and Memry goes and sweeps this little space. And this is what I'm talking about when I say to clean it.
It's not that dirty, Mom.
So a lesson from the boat mom, keep things clean.